Drop that down a little bit. All right, here we go. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I know it's been a while since I've been here. And I felt like I needed a video to go up, but I did not feel like putting up my YouTube equipment and filming and doing all the things. As you can see, YouTube to-do list blank. I'm just not feeling it this week. I have a lot of different stuff I need to do, including planning, cleaning, laundry, just adulting in general. So YouTube has taken a back seat for a little bit, but I am still giving you guys the shorts, so still subscribe. That way you won't miss out on any of it. But I figured I'd come here today on the YouTube and talk to you about fragrances that don't smell strong enough. Holiday collections, and then also just my makeup 2 cents of what's going on in the world. And we're just gonna hang for a little bit and relax. And I have a declutter of all these expired products that are used up, give a quick mini review, and then toss them out. So we'll start with fragrances that don't smell. So coming to the front of the class is Fenty's Eau de Parfum. This stuff does not last at all. And what's so crazy is, based on my light research, the perfumer that created this perfume for Fenty is the same perfumer that creates the YSL Intense and like other like YSL Libre, all those like famous perfumes and perfumes that are really having a big moment right now. So the fact that I put this on and it disappeared within like 45 minutes to an hour is crazy to me. And I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense. If you want to charge 140, 150, whatever the price is, I know this was the same 35, 40 that the Chanel purse sprays cost, and it does not last for a fraction of the time. And what's even more outlandish, outrageous, over the top is the fact that she's advertising a new perfume now. What is it? J'adore somebody else. I've seen her on the new fragrance commercial. She's the new face of that fragrance. How are you the face of a fragrance and you have a fragrance and your fragrance doesn't last? Like, let's go back to the Fenty fragrance and fix that, especially because there's so much potential. You can have a line of Fenties. Honestly, there should be a Fenty Intense at this point. So that way that one could be the one that's long lasting and perhaps better, more forcefully smelling. But very disappointed in Fenty perfume, which is crazy because I had been on a roll with so many different Fenty products I was trying, and it was like, this one's good and this one's good, and all of them were really good, the products that I was trying out from her. And besides that brow pencil and the mascara, everything else was good. So the fact that it's now all of a sudden like, oh, her products aren't living up to the standard anymore, is very disappointing. So we'll see what happens with that though. So I am looking to invest in some new fragrances during the Sephora savings sale. So there's some like stronger ones that I think I'm gonna get. And I'm glad I got that purse size and not the full size of that, because I would have been returning it if it was a full size. I'm telling you that. Return it. But anyway, on to holiday collection. So like the rest of the beauty lovers out there, I have been looking at the trend moods of it all and all the different makeup pages, seeing the new collections that are coming out. I am not impressed with any of it. It used to be that the holiday sets were such a big over-the-top deal that you would be saving so much money. Like, it would be nothing for you to get a holiday set and save 30% off, 40% off, or to get a full-size product that was worth $80, $90. And now it just seems like those deals are gone. Also, brands used to launch new products. So I remember back when Fenty was first coming out, their holiday collection Glossy Posse, which all the little glosses used to have shades that never existed before. So there are certain shades that I have to this day that are probably expired and need to hit the trash, but they only existed in that Glossy Posse set. And then if they were popular or a lot of people liked them, then they would come out with a full size, but you could not try it first because that unique shade was in the kit. Now this year's Glossy Posse, everything is a shade that already was released and promoted already. So I'm just like, Is Fenty entering its MAC repromote era? You haven't done enough time. You haven't done enough years. MAC had been around for decades by the time they did that. So I'm like, not the repromotes. Not the repromotes. Please do not start that. But yeah, so that was one thing that I saw that was really sad about the holiday collections. Not seeing anything new, not seeing that much special holiday packaging. A lot of just like, ooh, instead of black, it's gold. And it's like, yes, gold is a holiday color, but silver, icy blue, green, red, metallic, duochrome. There's so many different colors of packaging. If you were going to pick something that you could do, even if it's like a silver bow on your black packaging, like there's so many different, more creative interpretations that you can make for your holiday packaging. And I get that no one wants to go full Christmas because then that alienates people, and you can't do Winter Wonderland every year. But it's like, pay the brand people to come up with stuff, because it's getting boring, boring, boring. And the thing is, all these gold collections, when it is Lunar New Year, you're going to try to do gold again, or it's going to be red and gold, and it's going to look exactly like the holiday collection. So it's like, y'all aren't thinking in advance. Like, we need to do better. But I haven't seen anything that was a good deal that is specifically holiday I'm going to get. There have been some products that came out that I'm hemming and hawing, thinking about for the Sephora sale. But even for the Sephora sale in general, I am not that. Besides the fragrances I want to get, there's not like a whole bunch of stuff where I'm like, oh my God, I have to get it. I do want to try the One Size foundation, but because I just bought the Christian Dior foundations and the Patrick Ta foundation, and I don't wear foundation every day, it just seems like I'm creating a little foundation graveyard of my winter shade at that. Like, I'm not even necessarily the shade I should be. So I don't know if that is going to be something that I go ahead and purchase. But I am very, very interested in it and excited about it. If you're curious and you want to know what lippy I'm wearing, I am wearing the Fenty Gloss Bomb Stick in the shade Hot Chocolate. So the brown one. I love, love, love this. One of my favorites. All right, so let's go through the declutter. So basically the declutter are makeup products that I have that are old and that either are expired or they're either expired or I just don't use them. Everything has been contaminated because I have used it in the past. So unfortunately, these aren't products that I could donate or give away. But and a lot of them are more than 2 years old, so it wouldn't be safe to do so anyway. So we are gonna go through and toss them. Okay, starting off with some eyebrow pencils that didn't work. Kill Brows from Clio Clico Professional. So any brow where the little point is this small, it just always breaks on me. As you can tell, I do a lot of filling on my brows because I don't have that much. So these little small little brow pens do nothing for me. So in the trash. This was the little marker from Benefit. This has such a hard learning curve. There were so many different steps you had to do. Even when you brushed it, it didn't make 3 distinct lines. It kind of just made a brown little puddle, and it was too much work in terms of brows. So in the trash. And like I said, super old. Oh, speaking of the holiday little glossy posse, so this was Pretty Please, and this was probably from 3 or 4 years ago, and it came in a little tin that was purple, and there was a whole bunch of them in there, and this was one of the ones that I really, really love, so I tried to hold on to it for as long as possible because it looks super cute on its own and as a lip topper. So that was what I was hoping Fenty would be launching, some sort of version of that again. Speaking of another little one from that set that I like, this was Ruby Milk. I think Ruby Milk went on to become a full size, but that is another one from this ancient collection that I had for way too long. Next, we have Danessa Myris Color Fix Mattes in the shade Carrot Top. I just let this get really, really old. I probably have had this for like at least 3 or 4 years, and you're supposed to throw this out after a year. It is separating in the package, but these are great products, but I'm just not that artistic to think of different innovative ways to use it. It was like either orange transition shade, orange lid shade, and it was a little drying, so I didn't want to use it as a lip and it was a little too bright, close to my yellow undertone to use as a blush. So I was really limited in the ways I felt like I could make this work. So I just never really used it. And it's such a learning curve with the dry down time, the blending time, the types of brushes that work to apply it and that don't work to apply it, how you have to blend it in a certain way in a certain amount of time before it's set and it dries. And it is very much makeup artist coded, and I'm not a makeup artist, so I would be trying to basically do trial and error to figure out how I can make it work. So that was that. Next, we have Fenty Glow Cream Gloss, and it just hit the ground. I do not love the cream versions of the lip glosses, and now that they have the Gloss Bomb Sticks cream, I'm pretty much done with it. I don't even see myself purchasing any more of them. They settle into lip lines, and the color doesn't always come out evenly. So I really did not like that at all. So a lot of the creams that I had are in this bag to go in the trash. Ooh, cult favorite, oldie but goodie, Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation. This is the shade 825 Cool Walnut. So I think that this was like, I use this for like the darker sections of my face, and then I had the lighter one that I use for the center of my face, and I would like blend it together to get my perfect shade, because the old formulation and the old number system, I had a perfect shade, but in the new number system, there was no perfect shade that matched me. So, but I used to love, love, love this foundation. This thing is ancient. It has to be at least 5 or 6 years, because I have not reached for that thing in a minute. But I used to love that foundation. It is perfect for oily skin and sensitive skin. One of my favorites. Okay. Another Fenty cream gloss. This is Cookie Jar. Again, same issue that I have with all the other Fenty glosses. Settles in lines, uneven color payoff. Not my favorite. From the mini holiday set, this one was Baby Brute. And I love this like clear champagne color. It was a perfect topper for a nude and for even to wear by itself. This was such a cute color. Next we have NYX. This is Milky Gloss. So it's funny, I actually got this lip gloss in North Carolina, and as you can see by the emptiness of it, I was using this baby up like it was nobody's business. NYX's full line was available in North Carolina Walmart. There were so many NYX products that I didn't even know existed, and I used to have a NYX store in the mall in Long Island that I used to go to, and I'm like, I've never seen some of this stuff before, but I really, really love this. If I do end up going to a Walmart where I see a big NYX display like that again, I will be looking for that lip gloss, probably in a more wearable neutral color though. Okay. Aunt Jackie's Curls and Coils Flaxseed Tame My Edges Smoothing Gel. Yeah, she's gonna smooth you right out of your money and not do anything. It doesn't hold ear edges or anything like that. As you can see, I'm gonna try and open it up. It's like wet. It's not there you go. You can see it. It's not a hard edge control. It's like halfway between a regular gel, but not as soft as regular gel. So I couldn't even use it the way I use the Black Got to Be gel, but it's not hard. It doesn't have enough hold to be an edge control. So then you can't use it as edge control. So I'm like, it's not a good edge control. It's not a good regular gel. What is a smoothing gel? So then I thought maybe it's to do ponytails and buns, but then it turned white and got ashy and cracky. So this stuff is crap. Do not waste your money on the Aunt Jackie's edges. That's waste. Does not work. Okay, next we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Diamond Lip Gloss in the shade Diamond Honey. As you can see, it's a very silvery, metallic-y kind of lip gloss. I actually love the clear gloss by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I have one that I keep on deck. But this is just, because it's cool toned, it just never really looked that cute on me. So in the trash it goes. This is the Milani Ludacris Matte Lip Crown. And it's a cute little like cranberry shade. It gives me like hang up vibes from MAC. But the issue that I had with this is it was too matte and it made my lips feel like they were going to like crack and break. So I did have to do a lot of lip prep. So whenever I wore this, I had to make sure that I scrubbed my lips, did a mask the night before, and then my lips were like in the best moisturized shape of their life before I put this on. And that's just a little too much work compared to what I want to do. And that kind of makes sense why I was more of a hang up girl, because hang up was a cream sheen, if I'm not mistaken, for matte. And then Rebel, I think, was the matte, but I never went for the matte one. I always wanted the creamier one. And this one is just a little too drying for my lips. So I could make it work, and it eventually did look cute. But it's just that I had to take some extra steps to ensure that it did look good. Okay, next, this is going to be heartbreaking. I'm about to try and grab them all at once to lessen the blow a little bit. Yeah, this is sad. These are Pat McGrath lipsticks, 5 of them. Heartbreaking, 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 I know. But these I got when she first launched them. So at this point, they're the same age as like kindergartners right now, probably. So I can't justify putting this on my lips. If you're old to the channel and you've been here, you know that there was a makeup declutter where I swatched a old lipstick and then I burned my skin on my hands. So we don't play the expired makeup games anymore, because I played a stupid game, got a stupid prize. It took a year for that burn to heal off my hand. So I no longer play with the expired makeup. I will show you guys the shades though. And I am going to say that these shades are off. They're not going to be true to color because these things are old. So maybe I shouldn't even show it, but this is Christy. These things are powder dry classic matte lipsticks. Like Ruby Woo formulation, they're that matte. So because I do have dry lips and I have like a lot of lines in my lips, as you can see, these lipsticks were just painfully hard to wear, and it required so much prep, and ultimately it just was not worth the squeeze. There's so many other lip products out there that are lower maintenance for me because of my extreme dry lips. This is the shade that is the Naomi Campbell shade, or the shade that is named after her, I should say. And that's the nickname Pat McGrath has for her on me. Polaroid Pink. This is a matte trans lipstick. So this is the one that I think is straight. Oh no, is this the one that's straight glitter? No, this one's regular matte. This is Polaroid Pink. Again, a dusty, powdery matte formula. If you have normal skin on your lips and it's not dry, I would definitely say give these a try. This is Christy. Also, you could tell I was going through a phase when I got these. None of these are colors that could work standalone with my skin tone. I had to wear lip liners for all of them, and I hate lip liners. So that between the matteness and needing lip liners, this is why I barely wore them. And I just opened Divine Rose and the bullet just fell out, but I don't know where it fell. Hopefully it fell in the bag so it doesn't make a mess on my computer. Lord, the whole bullet just dropped out, but the last one was Divine Rose, so which I feel like is like a natural nude color. Okay. I hope I don't find that thing and it gives me the shock of my life later. All right, gonna keep going. This is Cappuccino. It is so funny. I went to 18,000 Ultas to find this shade because this was shade 13. Every Ulta I went to, they had 11, they had 12, they had 14, but all of them were sold out for 13. After going to 18 million Ultas, I finally found it, put it under my eyes, and it creased like nobody's business. Now, granted, it's cream, so cream concealers are better for spot concealing instead of under eye, in my opinion. And this one just proved that, and that is why under eye is the main use of concealer that I use it for. So this was not really helpful to me. It's funny, people like spot concealing stuff. I'm like, my acne could just be there. Clearly, I have it. I'm not going to try and do all this work to blend it out or make it look different. Y'all gonna see the pimple, and that's it. This is Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow, and I did like this, but for some reason I stopped using it because it's done. It's done. So this was Wet n Wild Micro Brow Pencil. I'm pretty sure this is the case of I went out of town and L'Oreal was sold out and I needed a brow pencil because I didn't pack one, and I ended up actually really liking this. So this was a super cute product. It has a little, you can spin it for the product to come up, and it has a spoolie. So I really like that. Next, we have a sample. This is the Lancome Idol Lash Idol Mascara. This was a sample from Sephora. I actually kind of really like this with the brush and everything, but I'm curious. I have small eyes, so a lot of the mini samples, I will love the way that the mini works, but then when I get the full size one, the brush is bigger and then it's bigger than my eyes. So that is another issue with the samples, which is why I gotta be careful of that. Oh, this is an oldie but good, well, oldie but goodie, but I won't buy it again. Mally's Evercolor Gel Waterproof Liner. Now this is a great back liner. It does transfer, so this is like a smudgy, smoldery kind of liner, not a clean, sharp cat eye line liner. Great for in the waterline, and you want to smudge it out underneath a little bit. It's very fun in that kind of way. But Mally is not Mally's eyeliner is not worth the money compared to like Moira and ColourPop, NYX, and Elf. There are more affordable options that do the same exact thing, especially since this will not set unless you set it with powder. So you might as well go get a drugstore one that actually will set, or a drugstore one that's smudgy, like the ELF, if you want a smudgy one. Next, we have Up the Amp by MAC. This is like a purpley amplified. You can tell I love the mess out of this when I was in this mode. Baby, between her and Heroin, they hate to see me coming. I used to love a purple lipstick in like 2010, and then it resurged again for me in like 2016. And we'll see. It seems like it's about that time. I might have to start the purple lipstick thing again. Somebody come out with some purple lipsticks. Rihanna. These, but bright colors. So like red, like rainbow. Like Roy G. Biv. Please. After I just bashed her fragrance. She's like, girl, bye. The one cream lip gloss I did like Bubble Binge. So this was the only cream from Fenty that was like life changing and that didn't settle in lines as much as the other ones. And I don't know if it's because the color was like so bright and so neon, so it was like harder to see it in the lip lines. But this one was the only one that I was like willing to work with out of the cream sheens. Not cream sheens, Lord. I'm speaking MAC language now. Out of the Fenty creams. This is Cupcakein. This is the other one that came in the set with Bubble Binge. I really liked both of these. This is like Fenty Glow, but more mauve-y. And this was like one of my favorites. But she's ancient because that was a holiday collection. The same one with the tins and the mini lip glosses. That was that same collection. That was a long time ago. Okay, so this is my favorite lip product from Pat McGrath. This is the Lip Fetish Divinal Lip Shine. And these are creamy lipsticks. And this one is going to be a nub. This is literally all that's left because I wore her down to the bone. I love these lipsticks. If you have dry lips, they have a lot of color payoff. They're very soft and wearable. And every person who saw me in this was like, your lips look gorgeous. What is that? And as soon as I told them what it was, and that was $38, they were like, I'm glad you were able to get it and it looks good on you, but I'm not buying it. But these, the little pink ones with the gold lip, the Divinal lip shines, these are the best for dry lip girlies. As you can see, we have Pat McGrath Prima Donna lip gloss, Lust Gloss lip gloss in Prima Donna. So a very, very bright pink. I wore this on top of like Christy or one of those other shades with the brown lip liner. Next, this was my favorite lip gloss at a point. The Glossier lip gloss in this red color. I was obsessed with this stuff. It looked so good. It had like a nice little red tint. But now I'm in my clear gloss era, so I don't really wear colored clear glosses like that. If I wear a colored gloss, I want it to be like this, where it's like has a lot of opaque color. And another oldie but goodie, Milani Fruit Fetish Raspberry Peach Lip Oil, one of the best top 5 drugstore lip oils. All right, some more Especia products. This is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Setting Powder in the shade Medium Deep 4. So this was a summer powder for me. And I don't know if my skin changed or the powder got old, but basically as I started sweating, it was breaking down and it would not look cute anymore in the summertime. So I can't wear it in the winter because it's too dark. Clearly, you see the color this powder is and the color that I am now because the sun isn't out anymore. So because of that, she's going in the trash. But I used to love this powder so much. And also because of the way the technology and things are set up, One Size and Huda Beauty Easy Bake didn't exist yet. So that was like the best of the best at the time. And now we have other options that are really good. So it's kind of hard. This is gonna break my heart because I absolutely love these. Before I go there, this is the Sephora collection. What is the name of this? Rouge Gel Lip Liner. I just could never get this thing to work. It wouldn't blend the way I wanted it to blend. I like that it was a twist up, but it was always something with this. Oop, Kim, don't do it. It was always something with this lip liner, and it was not behaving correctly. So ELF lip liners are cheaper, and they work like easily. So that's why I just go for that. Or I go to NYX lip liners. All right, this is the Pat McGrath Mothership Celestial Divinity Palette. Baby, it's so sad. I saw her new holiday palette launch, and it's mostly shimmers and not that much mattes. And I don't think that people understand the benefit to me of these eyeshadow palettes is when I travel, when I'm getting ready, I only have to grab the one palette because everything I need is in it. Like, you see those shades? So if I want to transition, I could use the this. If I want to transition, I can use this pink. But if I want to make my crease deeper, I could use that brown. And it's like there's all these different mattes in addition to the shimmers, so I could build a complete look, because you can't just use 18 different shimmers for your look depending on the situation and where you're going. And I also love that there were so many different shades, even though they were smaller, but you got a lot of different options, and I really enjoyed that. So love this palette. But again, at this point, 3-4 years old. Eyeshadow palettes expire in a year or 2 years. This one is saying in 1 year, so she's been bad, going in the trash bag. Oh, and then last but not least, for the makeup declutter, we have another Pat McGrath holiday palette. This was the Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey. And I like this one. It wasn't my favorite. My favorite one is a hot pink one, but I'm still using that even though it's expired, because I just absolutely love it. But this one was a lot more elevated because it had this plastic insert, and it felt just more luxurious and expensive because of it. Even though the outside's cardboard, that plastic on the inside made it feel like her other palettes. And in the similar vein, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 mattes in here, and then there's some like understated shimmers. So then you had a lot of different options of what you could do and how you could play with it. And I really like that in terms of building a makeup look. So all of that makeup is in this bag to be disposed of. Because like I said, it's all expired or old or insert thing here that is wrong with it. Yep, and my declutter bag is empty. So that was it in terms of the makeup that I'm going to be transitioning to the trash can. I'm trying not to create a makeup graveyard, so I'm definitely now, as you can tell, a lot of that stuff is from years ago, and lately I've been a lot more intentional about buying smart, making good decisions. That way I don't contribute to overconsumption, the makeup graveyard of it all. And I want to use what I buy. Like, I bought the Patrick Top foundation. I've been wearing it consistently. I'm enjoying it and I like it, and I bought it. So use what I have before I go purchase another thing. I know sometimes social media and the beauty community of it all can make you feel like, well, everybody's trying the foundation now. You need to try it now. But you know what? I only wear one foundation at a time. Like, it is what it is. So I'm a slow and steady wins the race, and y'all will get the review from me after the fact. All right, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate it. Please make sure that you like the video if you like the video, and that you subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss out on any of the great videos I make here: beauty, hair, nails, skincare, tech, all the things. Also, subscribe to the channel. Help us as we march forward to our subscriber goal. Insert goal here. It's really like 5,000. That's like the middle goal, but 10,000 is what we're really striving for. So we need you to help us and be a part of the crew. So hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.